All right, we're back. NFL Week 6. And if we thought it couldn't get any crazier than it did last week, you weren't watching the Monday night games. All week, actually for the last 2 weeks, we've been on one. Ever since that Packers Cowboys game on Sunday night, when the Packers should have rolled in there and destroyed those boys, all of a sudden, ears started perking up. All of a sudden, we started really questioning things. We started to become woke, as the kids say, and started to ask some questions like, "Hey, man, why are you guys tying? why the Rams losing to a team with no talent? How come Saquon Barkley only had 6 yards in a football game?" We started just basic questions, simple questions. And tonight, we finally got some answers. Tonight, we finally wised up, moved on the side of the smart bettors, and figured out, oh, I see what y'all are doing. I see that. I see how the sausage is made. I see how he's doing the sleight of hand to do the magic trick, pull the coin behind my ears. All right. So it's a hype episode for me because after that Rams beat, bro, how do I even start this? Actually, you know what? Let me calm down a little bit. Welcome back, Parlay Profit Club. I've won bets before. This season is new. A lot of people are losing this season. A lot of people who made a lot of money last season getting crushed. And it all started on Thursday night. Last episode, me and CJ were going through the games. You guys saw that. We looked at the Eagles-Giants game, Thursday night football, prime time, Amazon. What's up? NFL TV deals up this year. Look at the game. Eagles coming off a loss. Short week. Veteran players. So some would say the best running back in the world. Some would say one of the best receivers. Some would say one of the best quarterbacks. Some would say one of the best teams in general. Former Super Bowl champions. Playing Giants. New rookie quarterback. Still wet behind the ears, breath smelling like Similac, as Stephen A would say. And, a very brash running back, no Malik Neighbors. Surely these guys aren't going to put up a fight. But as someone who cast in on the bet, someone who made, a nice little, someone's rent. Someone who made rent money on the game. Toss is here. Toss, why don't you chime in and give us your thoughts on that game, how it went for you, how it changed your whole perspective on the NFL as we know it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really like it's not really like an actual sport. Hear me out. It's entertainment, you know? You really got to look into the nuances of this thing. And I just noticed the pattern where, I'll go down the rabbit hole, man. I seen this dude is going to be officiating this game. The Eagles look like, their defense was looking real vulnerable. The Giants look like they might have lost the game prior, but there was a culture shift with the whole Jackson Dart scatterboo thing going on. Primetime game. I kind of saw the writing on the wall, and I thought, you know what, man? I got a surplus on the tax money that I just got back. How do I turn this into a good ROI? It sounded crazy at the time, but I was just like, I'm gonna put 500 on the Giants, man. And yeah, man, it ended up paying off. So that
I
was
think
my
you're
splurge bet. Everything else was, I just kind of playing around, 20 here, 20 there. But
I think your mic's it's getting a little choppy. I'm not sure if like you're moving the phone or something like that, but yeah, I was actually surprised when you placed that bet. This is still early on because I remember that Thursday night, or no, the Sunday night before that, me and CJ called the Patriots game. The Patriots beat the Bills in dramatic fashion. All of a sudden, Drake May's an MVP candidate. Great, good for him. But that game, we were kind of like, can't see the Eagles losing, and it's that mentality right there. That mentality where it's like, yo, these dudes ain't gonna lose. No way they gonna. And that's where Vegas has been getting us. So you're actually a little bit braver, a little bit more quicker on the draw, and actually took a huge swing. I've been there, dude. And those swings don't pay off. You sweating. You like trying not to say too much. Try not to like act like you care. Like you're just like, I don't even. It's not even a big deal. Trying to figure out how you can move some things around. And then when the motherfuckers start coming through, all of a sudden you're like, okay, yeah. All of a sudden you're saying Big Blue. You're breaking out OC Human Euro jerseys. All of a sudden you're just, you start thinking a little differently. So
yeah, I mean, there's certain nuances
crazy,
too. I feel like in the NFL, certain teams have like a team culture. You know what I'm trying to say? Giants notoriously have been known for being upsetters. They beat the Patriots when they had that perfect season, almost. They beat them twice, as the underdogs. They're known for being underdogs. I went down a rabbit hole looking up stuff about gematria and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Going down the rabbit hole. So really had to do my due diligence as far as the research before I put that money down. And again, this isn't just like looking at analytics. This isn't just like looking at like X's and O's and numbers, because that's not what the season is about. The season is about scripts. The season is about understanding nuances. It's the most unpredictable NFL season I've seen in a cool minute. So, it's not just about looking at numbers, man. Who's reffing that game? You know what I'm saying? What's the date today? You know what I mean?
Would you call it gematria?
Yeah.
The gematria seems a little bit much. The referee thing I'll give you. Some referees do have trends and patterns that they do follow. If you can catch up on it, then cool. But yeah, like I said earlier when we were talking in the chat, bro, you find how you fit in. Like some people like to do division, some people like to do multiplication. As long as we get to the same answer, we're good. But I think you've learned to wise up and realize, like, hey, man, last year's NFL, I was thinking about earlier today, like last year's NFL, a lot of my parlays were like almost every team was like minus 300, minus 400, minus 500. Now you go and look at these lines, most of the teams are like minus 200.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I got you. So Toss will be back, so we'll go ahead and mute his mic. But yeah, like I was saying, like a lot of the games last season, you were seeing very high money lines. You were seeing very high spreads, and that kind of lets you know, like Vegas is almost like they believe those teams are going to win in a sense. Now you're starting to see like really small lines and stuff, and so it's definitely a different environment than last year. And like I've taken a lot of bad beats just because it's taken a while to get used to it, but we finally seem like we are catching up to really understanding what kind of season this is going to be and where the money is going to be at. This is a completely different strategy that's going to be required than where it was last season. And after tonight, I'm here for it, man. Toss really kind of, not necessarily him, but he was the first one to really benefit from this on Thursday by picking the Giants. I never thought that game was going to go that way. But then after that, the next primetime game we had, I think we were talking about, let me see if I can just bring this up real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to put us on the little share screen. The next game we had Jets and Broncos. So the thing about this game was like everybody in the world knew the Broncos were going to win this game, but the Jets, the spread was like 7 points. This is one of the crazy. I haven't seen a score this low in such a long time. Supposedly Justin Fields got sacked 9 times. Broncos only scored 1 touchdown. Everybody just kicking field goals. Super defensive game. These types of games are super rare. And then look, the Jets still had a chance to win the game by losing by 2 points. Is just insane, dude. Another primetime game, another game where it was fairly obvious where Vegas was going to make the money, which was the spread. Then we had I think the next game outside of that Jets game. So Jets and Broncos, the game was pretty obvious what was going to happen. The next game, Chiefs Packers. No, Chiefs Lions. This was a game that I saw coming from a mile away. The way that they manipulated the lines. And if this game didn't tell you, like, hey, man, there's something going on here, I don't know what you're watching, bro. This game, the Lions were underdogs. And everyone's like, oh, of course I'm picking the Lions. Of course I'm picking the Lions. Of course I'm picking the Lions. Bro, you're getting like the best offensive team of all time at plus money. You're getting the greatest show on turf at plus money. Like, you think that they just made a mistake? Everybody took the bait. And then the spread on this game, I don't know if you remember, Toss, the spread on this game was 2.5 points. So now you're betting, like, if a team is going to cover 2.5, they're probably just going to win the game. Like, 2 is too small of a point to pick. And another thing is, like, dude, if you see everybody betting on the lines and the line doesn't grow, you know they're manipulating stuff. So the Chiefs come in there, bro. Once I saw Patrick Mahomes just like walk in for that touchdown and kind of start to like do emotes and kind of like you know, like flex and I was like, that's game over, bro. That's all I need to see. All I needed to see. Wait, hold on. You're muted. Hold on. Let me see. I can take it off.
Yeah, even
what are you saying?
Oh, no, yeah, I was gonna say even before the game, this was a narrative game. The NFL can't afford to let the Chiefs be ass. Think about all the investment they have on this team, man. They got Taylor Swift, you know what I'm saying? That whole thing going on. It's the Chiefs. This is their dynasty, baby. You know what I'm saying? Think about the NFL as a culture. They always got to have that team that's like the dynasty team. They had the Patriots. They had the Cowboys. They had the Niners. This is the era of the Chiefs. They got to make them somewhat competitive, but there's got to be some drama involved. You know what I mean? They can't go, what? This would have been like their third loss in a row? You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to have that.
I feel it, but like honestly, bro, the way I would disagree with you on that a little bit is because this was last Monday night's game. Remember this?
Yeah.
This game, Chiefs look like they're about to cruise, and then all of a sudden
there was some sus stuff going on, just like the sus thing that happened in the Detroit game, bruh. The whole illegal formation bullshit on the opening drive where Jared Goff ran into whatever. That's a Vegas call. That's a Vegas call. Lions should have won that game. They got a Vegas call. The whole Jaguars Chiefs game, you know, Trevor Lawrence falling down, homie at the end zone didn't want to get up and tackle him. Come on, man, Vegas call. This is
but hey,
thing.
man,
a lot of these games gonna have some Vegas calls going on.
Hey, man, you know what? I need a job. You know what? Is Vegas hiring? Because, hey, man, I'm here. I'm putting in my application.
It's a secret club.
I'm putting in my resume. I'm putting in my
secret club, and
I was in it tonight. Bro. Go look through our DM log or whatever, our chat. And see what I said this morning. See what I called verbatim. I'm rolling with Vegas, bro. Bro. Vegas Knights, Vegas Raiders. I'm rolling with Vegas, bro. Because that's what the season's all about. The Chiefs. You're telling me the Chiefs couldn't beat the Jaguars, but they dusted the Lions? Same team. What changed? The Bears. Bro, the Bears haven't
Who was reffing the game?
The Bears haven't won a Monday night game in the last 11 games. They're 1-10. What changed tonight?
Are we talking about the Bears now?
I'm just saying, like, there's a pattern, like the pattern that I'm following for these games. Who Vegas want to win? Who Vegas rooting for? I'm like Drake in that one song. Who y'all bitches really rooting for? Right? Who do you guys really want to win? Because apparently my opinion, don't matter no more in this season. So, but yeah, man. So the Chiefs last night, as soon as I see Patrick Mahomes waltzing in, flexing and shit, and just, man, game over, bro. Game over. They did their thing. Jared Goff looked like, man, the guy looked like he forgot how to play football. Looked sad out there. So Chiefs do their thing. That was the first point that I cashed in on. And then we had Bills, Falcons, and we had Bears, Commanders tonight. We talked about this in the chat. The Chiefs one was a little easier to spot because of how the line was being manipulated. But these two Monday night games, I think we were all saying, like, yo, man, probably the Bears game would be the one that we feel can kind of go the underdog way. The Bills, we feel like they're too good to just like lay an egg, to go back-to-back losses in two primetime spots. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And that's literally what happened. Looks like CJ's coming in now.
Hey.
Looks like CJ. looks like
CJ. Hey, my bad. I just came back from me, Caleb, Moody. You know, we had a celebration right now in the locker room. You know, little.
Don't come in like you're a Bears fan, you know, bro.
The wallet looking good right now. Hey, 2 weeks in a row, we up. Hey, 2 weeks in a row up. Hey, it's Chicago, nigga. Hey, shout out to you, Keith. Shout out Kanye. Hey, shout out Chance the Rapper. You know, he just made the comeback. Shout out to the whole city of Chicago. Obama, what's good?
I'm so mad too because y'all seen what I said, bro. I was like, some telling me I should go with that 5.5 with the Bears. Because again, that Instagram page I was talking about, my gut feeling told me choose the opposite, just like last time. It's gonna be a payout. Lo and behold, come on, man. And
man.
Talk about narratives. Look, they're gonna try to make they're gonna try to turn Caleb Williams into the Black Jay Cutler. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have some success here and there. He's gonna shit the bed in the playoffs if he makes it there, but it's narratives, man. You just gotta watch out for these, bro.
Hey, man. Like you said, man, Caleb Williams, USC. You know what I mean? Like, we called it last week. Caleb Williams revenge game. The narrative was, this is the first game. We no-scoped it. I just looked at it. I'm like, Caleb Williams revenge game. It has to be. This is the game that I was the most confident in. Like, hey, the Bears are probably going to find a way to do this. Now, going into today,
did you have the most?
I didn't really think they were going to do it. I thought they're going to cover. I thought they're going to just lose close.
Exactly.
But when Jaden Daniels fumbled that last one, I was like,
Yeah, I knew. Yeah. I knew.
You script writers. You script writers are hooping right now.
Hey, it feels great when the script goes according to your plan. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it goes the other way, right? Let's say you bet on the Commanders. Now you're looking like, oh damn, you really? Oh really? He fumbled it. Oh really? Now they're gonna get it, and they win it off a kick. Moody just. And now you're sitting there like, damn, I bet on the Commanders. But now you're on the other side. I'm like, well, I bet on the Bears. You see the fumble. You're like, oh, come on, give it to me. Give it to me, God. Give it to me. And it's like, all right, now we're in field goal range. It's like, all right, everything's going according to plan. He kicks it. Hit. I was like, we got it. We got it. So, hey, man, it's when it all goes according to script for you, it's a great fit. 2 weeks in a row, man. I'm in a good mood. How y'all doing, though? How y'all doing?
I'm cool off that journey.
Not y'all. Not y'all. I'm just talking about, you know, the people in the comments, you know, our viewers, you know,
the city of Chicago.
The last 2 weeks we've been onto something. We've been the city of Chicago. We've been onto something. So,
bro, I was just telling Toss, bro, is Vegas hiring? Because I'm putting in my application. I'll have my resume ready to go. These dudes been cashing us out the last 2 weeks. Bro,
yeah,
we were just going through. You can see the screen right here. Every single primetime game has been hitting the way that we've been expecting. All
Close
of them.
game. Now I was
Who bet on
skeptical.
the
I was
Cowboys game,
skeptical
though?
on the Cowboys. Were they? Oh,
Didn't
they lose the Panthers?
I had the
Yeah, I didn't even
Panthers.
touch it.
I had
You
the
had the
I had the
Panthers?
Panthers. I had the Panthers.
Damn.
I had the Panthers.
Now I know,
Bro, I
now
told
how
you.
Cowboy fans
I told you
feel,
Ricky
man.
Dowdle is gonna run wild. Like with the
I didn't even
obvious.
touch
They
him.
still calling
Yeah.
them America's team, bro. Bro, the Cowboys are like America's team. Like McDonald's is America's
Bro.
salad. You know what I'm saying? This is some
The-
bullshit, bro.
These what do you call these
The
games? These like
Panthers.
mid-level slot games. These are the only ones you can actually speculate what a sports brain and be like, all right, X's and O's, what team is the
Yeah.
Cowboys have been giving up. The Cowboys made Russell Wilson look good. You understand? Like, this is not a good team. They have no defense. They were the worst defense in the NFL without Micah Parsons. Literally, they're last in every category. Like, the Panthers can not only run the ball, but they're, for whatever reason, they're very competent at home. So I already knew they're going to cover. But again, they're covering a 3-point spread. If you cover a 3-point spread, you're probably going to win. So for me, it was a pretty easy lineup. These other games, it's
Why
like
didn't you say
Colts
something
4.5. Bro, I said I look in the chat. Look in the chat. Colts were like 7.5. Chargers were probably like 4.5. This game was 3. And so those lines, you can kind of say, like, okay, if you're guys gonna cover 3 points, like, you're probably gonna win the game. So, but again, this season, I don't even want to fuck around with these mid-level slate games. Like, these games don't matter. These games are random as shit. This is what I care about. These primetime slots.
I don't know if what you guys spoke on already, but what happened with the Bills Falcons? Like, what's the explanation there? Like, because pretty much two underdogs won tonight, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
shout out
it's a
Atlanta.
double upset Monday.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Slime.
now,
you know what I'm
now,
saying?
in
Like,
now in the NBA, sometimes we see that, right? Because in the NBA, there's more volume. It's coming up.
It's very rare.
But there are some nights where we see a whole bunch on prime time, where it's like Christmas. On those Sunday games, you see underdogs just win you're like, what? All the road teams won? So maybe it's one of those things.
Rare.
I had a suspicion that the NFL is trying to, be more NBA-ish with the, the script and, the storylines and stuff like that. But I'm trying to see how, like, what's pushing the NFL to do that in the first place. Like, but I don't know.
Bro, you guys are not listening to me.
This season, maybe it's the fact that betting has gone up. The betting percentages, and the money in that has increased every single year in sports. Maybe they're like, hey, let's make this more, lucrative, and unpredictable, or in a sense, that fits, let the Vegas get into the script writing. So I don't know. It's been weird. I don't know.
It has been weird. I'll give you that. But I would say, like, sometimes the upsets are not as weird as you would think. Like, not even supposedly, like, stat-wise, the Falcons are, like, the number one defense.
Sure,
in the
yeah.
NFL.
No, yeah, I'm not saying it's I mean, the Bills lost, they can go on a losing streak. They just lost last week and, whatever the case is. But it's just like, when you think about it on that sense, like, again, we're trying to figure out, okay, you probably think there's no way there can be 2 underdogs, So that kind of pushes you. Because there's always that time where you look at the stats, it makes kind of sense, but there's that thing telling you, like, oh, they're not going to lose 3 games in a row. It's Steph Curry. Oh, this LeBron, but they end up doing it, and you're like, oh, I should just listen to the stats. So it's like, how do you, decide when to, jump on it and when not to?
I agree with you, and that's what I was talking to Toss about a little bit earlier. Was like that same mindset. We have to go against it, because remember when you and I were talking about this last week, we were just like, Bills, Falcons. Nah, the Bills are too good. Like, they're going to win that game. And that's the mentality we need to go against. Like, that's the mentality, because everyone thinks like that. So once I looked at the money and I realized, like, oh, basically everybody's parlay was anchored by the Bills. The Bills were like the last leg of every single person's parlay. I even lost a parlay tonight that had the Bills on it. And so Vegas knows this. They know the money line is on the Bills and the spread is on the Bills. So if if the Bills win, they lose a lot of money. Commanders, it was the same thing, but it's not as aggressive as the Bills. That's why I was like, they'll probably let the Commanders slide, but Bills, they're definitely going to collect right away. They're not letting anyone get away with that. And so that's kind of where I'm going with it right now.
Freaking Vegas, man. They out here playing mind games with people, man.
It's so funny. It's like a whole new way of watching the sport. You know, it's like when you're a kid watching WWE, and then when you're grown up watching WWE.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought Topper was like, man, once I choke this away, I'm like, bro, are you like, how don't you like wrestling? Like, you already know who's going to win. You're still like, man, is The Rock really going to lose to this guy? It's like, bro, let them build the story. Let them, like, go through the motions. And then The Rock's going to pull it out at the end. Like, come on, bro. Just chill.
Because we all know wrestling is fake and there's an illusion of realism to sports. Yeah, I know it's rigged now, but, it's like how everybody else is in on the joke or isn't in on the joke. It's just like, it's interesting when I put some money on it, but god damn it, man, what the hell with these Bills, bro? Because it was like the Bills game is the one where you're like, all right, this gotta cover the spread. You know what I'm saying? Like this game, even if there's an upset, spread's gonna be cool, right? Man, this is the Bears is just like the Bears like their culture again, man. They're just known for messing stuff up all the time. Even throughout the whole game, it's just like playing with your emotions. This guy drops a ball. This guy fumbles this. They got the kicker that got cut from the Niners who got a block punt or like a block field goal. And the game, like,
that's a storyline.
Came down to him.
That's a storyline. Justice made it make sense last week for me. He was like, "Oh, the last time they played, Jaden, and now it's back to." I'm like, "Yeah, they got to give it to. They got to make this rivalry, So I'm like, "Yeah, this is WWE right now." So I'm like,
game, bro. I went on Instagram. I saw a picture or video of Caleb Williams getting his nails painted on the sideline. I was just like, and this is when they started losing. They're like down like 16-17. I'm like, y'all niggas were up 13-0. Now you're losing 17-16. And Toss is like, what's the Bears choke? I'm like, then I go on Instagram, this nigga getting his nails painted. I'm like, oh, come on, Caleb. Come on, don't do it. Not now, man. Like, lock in. And then obviously, bro, who's that guy? David Swift and Bijan Robinson. Bro, I can't remember the last time you had two guys just go off for over 100 yards each, catching, running, just untouched. I'm just like, bro, what the both niggas turned into Saquon Barkley? like, it was crazy, bro. The Bears game, watching Jaden Daniels fumble that last one, bro, it's like wrestling. When you see like Undertaker get back up, you're like, oh, Undertaker lost. And then he just gets back up and sits up. You're like, okay, all right. And of course, the cast.
I don't know, man. It's
just
was
more
one of those
fun,
moments
bro.
where I think somebody told somebody, like in halftime, like, "Hey, look, you don't do this fumble. We know where your cousin live at, and we gonna get your boys to go and slide on them. Stick to the script, boy." Like that's one of those moments. It really is, bro. Every single one of these, not every single one of them, but a lot of these games, man, some bullshit like that just keeps happening. You just don't know when it's gonna happen. And that was like,
hey, man, that's just football, man. It's just
Dude,
like,
or just just pick. Don't be too like me. I was like, there's two games on tonight. I'm gonna just pick the one that I'm actually, it's on. It's been put on history that I said Bears were gonna take it. So I was like, let me just actually, So the Bears game. What was the other game? The Steelers game. The Chargers game.
You hit with the Steelers game. Yeah, those two. You actually got me on those two. So, honestly, okay. But do you actually watch the highlights? You watch the highlights of these or no?
I saw the first half and I saw not like the full game, but I saw like the first half. Chargers were losing. And for a sec, I was like, man, I knew it because, I don't like the Chargers, but I'm like, they should win. Like so I'm like, it's not about me not liking them, just put the bias aside. But then I checked back in the second quarter, and I was like, it's close. I was like, all right, but they're gonna pull through, and they held every game again. Like tonight, Bears close. I was
every
like,
game.
come on. The Steelers one, I was confident in that one, but the other two, I was like, damn, like these are close.
Where's the Steelers game? Yeah, the
Yeah,
Steelers game was the only
Browns.
Bro,
Yeah.
if you watch, I don't know if you watch this, but like, I guess it's called ESPN Primetime with that guy like Boomer or Berman or whatever. I forget his name. But anyways, he does like all the highlights of all the games or whatever.
Yeah,
You watch those, bro. You watch that shit. Every game, like no matter what the score is, every game is literally like one turnover away from it can go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like all the games are kind of come down to like one crucial decision. Because Tua threw 3 picks, and the Chargers still had a chance to win the game. Actually, the Chargers were winning. The Chargers, like they hit a touchdown or something. It was 27-24. And then the Chargers had to come back and like do some miracle bullshit. So like even after throwing 3 picks, the Dolphins were still in the game. So I looked at that and I was like, bro, like even this Rams score, this game was way closer than the score kind of makes it seem. Where like, you know what I'm saying? So like all these games literally come down to like this Cowboy game, they fumbled it at like the touchdown or the red zone. And the Panthers were able to kind of win the game. This Browns game was probably the only game that really wasn't close, but all the other ones could have easily went the other way. So right now,
this season's been kind of entertaining, but I mean, you don't expect it. You never expected. It hasn't been like this. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't been.
It's a new world. It's tough right now. Like I don't know who I was talking to, but it was just like almost everybody I talked to, like dude, I'm getting wrecked right now. Like I'm getting like all my parlays, like just. So it's just been crazy. But the Bills, I mean, as soon as I saw like, you know, as soon as you pick the underdog team, they score like really early. You kind of know, like, all right, I'm on the right side of this. Falcons, Bills, like 7-7 super early, and then like the Falcons just got 21-7 at half, like super quick, and it was a wrap. I think I told you guys, I'm like, well, this one's over.
I thought Bills were gonna make a comeback like they usually do, but yeah,
I saw it in Josh Allen's face. He just Josh Allen's face looked like Jared Goff's face last night. Just both like, oh shucks, like I guess I don't have it tonight.
You know, probably having some marriage issues. To be honest, I mean, there got to be something going on. Just newlywed, you know, there got to be something going on. Maybe the bedroom, she's trying. He can't, you know.
Bro, you sound.
I'm just saying. Sometimes that's, you know, he's probably thinking, I can't get my, you know, she's trying to have kids, I can't, you know. So now he's insecure and he's in the locker room and his boys know about it. And, you know, he's over here. Stephon Diggs, his old teammate, wide receiver, over here about to have a baby.
Stephon Diggs, he's definitely he's a problem for sure. I'll definitely give you Stephon Diggs. Hold on.
No, Bills, what's going on? What's going on, man?
She just did a
film with
man. B. Jordan too, so it's like grass is green on the other side type shit. You know what I mean? Like
head not in the game.
Probably mess with some brothers in the day too. You know, so it's like, yeah.
But yeah, man, it was good. It was a good week. Shout out to Vegas, man. Falcons, Commanders, 2 underdogs winning on Monday Night Football, plus the Chiefs winning. Somewhat of an underdog, even though they're favorites at home. Man, what a way to end the week. I was down $900, and now I'm up $1,200. Think about that. I'm down 900, and now I'm up 12. So yeah, man. My emotions, the roller coaster that I've been on has been crazy. I've been like, I'm thinking about talking to Assad, like, come on, man, like let's work out like a payment system, like, you know what I mean? Like, can I try to figure out?
That's some dangerous territory, man.
I know. Now, hey, shout out to Vegas, man. I put in my resume right now. Hey, I'm with Vegas now. I ain't with you squares out here trying to bet the fucking. Oh, Josh Allen MVP. The Lions are like the best offensive. Nah, what does Vegas think? Oh, Chiefs? Okay, I got you. Yeah. Nah, I'm rocking with you guys. Nah, Falcons? Okay. I don't believe in them. Didn't they lose 30-0 by the Panthers? Oh, they're good again? They're good. Bijan Robinson's going to look like Saquon Barkley? Okay. Okay, cool. Caleb Williams is going to look like he did in USC? All right. Fair enough. I don't need no narratives. Just tell me where the money at. Oh, go where the money's at? Okay, cool. Now, there are some narratives, but hey, shout out to the NFL, man. Made my day very interesting today. I never felt so comfortable watching a football game. Just like
Yeah. This
damn.
week was cool. Yeah. This week, last week was a surprise with the Patriots. Last week was a surprise, you know. This week it was like okay,
man.
it was.
All right, man. Let's fuck, dude. It's been like I can't believe I came back from that. From the depths of hell. I came back. God is good. All the time. Okay, week 7, bro. Week 7. Okay. Now let's not even I don't even want to get into the other games.
I wouldn't,
if you see a game, you're just like, oh, that looks interesting. Maybe we can talk about it, but let's just stick to the primetime game. Let's stick to where our bread is getting buttered at. All right.
Yeah. I don't see anything crazy. What is the primetime?
Well,
Thursday night. Ooh,
Thursday night.
I mean,
first
I'm
one,
gonna say Steelers, man. Burrow isn't back, right? He's not returning.
Now we may have to edit this because I don't think the lines are out yet.
No, I doubt it. Jay Burrow, is he back?
Let me check the lines real quick. Let me open the app and see what the line is. You said Thursday?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Burrow will not play in week 6. Is he going to be back week 7?
Dude, no. Burrow's not coming. They got Joe Flacco. But Burrow's out for the season. All right,
I don't think he's out for. Well, you mean, season? Like
no, Burrow's
season. Because they said he could come back in the playoffs, but
no. Burrow's out for the season.
He might as well be out for the season.
I didn't hear season yet, but I mean, if he is out Thursday, Steelers won. Remember, they make these schedules before, you know.
No. I got you. So right now, the line for the Steelers, I don't think it's gonna show it here. Maybe if I go to CBS, but right now the line for the Steelers is -5.5, just like it was for the Commanders tonight. And 91% of the public is on the Steelers at -273 on the money line. So, and this is a primetime game. And Steelers are 5-1 against a Bengals team that looks hopeless.
I will say this. This is what we're talking about. Aaron Rodgers, old man Aaron Rodgers versus old man Joe Flacco. All right. Let's think about this, right? They're kind of in the same
age, very similar.
So let's just look at in their younger days. When we said Aaron Rodgers was going up against Joe Flacco, did we say it was no? We rode with Aaron Rodgers. I don't think it's different now, right?
No.
Not to say the Bengals couldn't win. I mean, they got great receivers, but in the last 2 weeks, we've seen that they can't even he can't even throw it to him. So I'd have to go Steelers, man. Steelers.
Yeah, that's an easy pick, man. Steelers.
Yeah.
And the Steelers bets have been a good luck charm for me because Aaron Rodgers ain't let me down.
Bro, you guys are talking like some squares, dude.
It's like a casual pick, but I mean, it makes the most sense.
Yes, okay, but let me ask you, if we can go through the schedule and see where the Steelers fall in the slate. The early morning games, yeah, of course, they've been winning, and also the Steelers haven't been heavily favored. Now, this is the first time this is the first time the Steelers are prime time. Let's just see where the money's at. All right. So just so you guys know, handle means money. Bets means public. So where's the public at, and where's the actual money at? So this is the money line over here, obviously. So we got -278, which is basically almost 3-1 favorite. All the money is on the Steelers, and all the public, like you guys, are also on the Steelers. The spread, 5.5. Everybody is on the Steelers to cover, and all the bets are on the Steelers to win by more than 5 points. This is prime time. So the whatever happened tonight, what happened yesterday, and what happened last Thursday, these are how the odds look when they set you up for the rug pull. So you guys, exactly the same reason.
Hold up. No. Watch. This is how it's gonna play out. Because tonight they had 2 underdogs win. That's when you know with this resetting. That's a sign. You know, so Justice, you came up with that little prime time. We're linking together pieces of the puzzle here. All right, we just figured out the prime time situation. You know, you brought that whole formula up. Here's my theme. Whenever you see something like this, it means the next primetime game is going according to plan. They're resetting. They're resetting the dealing of cards in a way. So
you saying
Steelers.
There's a quota on upsets? You saying there's a quota?
Of course. Of course.
No.
Of course there's a quota on upsets.
This season? No. The way that we're in
it depends what you call an upset, but yes, there is a quote on upsets. But yeah, Steelers. No, I'm putting my house on Steelers. I'm putting my house on Steelers.
Let's just count let's just count the upsets. Let's just count the upsets. One
for this
in a row.
Week?
In a row. No, in a row. Let's just go back. 2
Vegas upsets, 3, right?
These are legit underdogs. Except for the Chiefs. The Chiefs technically weren't an underdog, but
Commanders weren't really. I mean,
but we had 1. Bears were an underdog, so that's 1. Falcons were an underdog, that's 2.
Yeah, but Bears were underdogs.
Giants were an underdog. Though. The Giants were an underdog. That's 3. The Patriots were an underdog. That's 4. The Jaguars were an underdog. That's 5. That's 5 in a row.
That was last. This is
last week. This is last week. Last Monday.
Okay, yes. Okay.
This is last Sunday. This is last Thursday.
Yeah.
This is all in a row. These are primetime games in a row. This is yesterday. This is today. This is also today. This is in a row.
So you're taking the Bengals.
Based on how the money's looking, yes.
Okay.
Now think about it. But last week when we were betting the Giants,
I'm not even going to laugh at it.
Last week when we were betting the Giants, were we going to take the Giants?
Yeah.
You
laugh
the Giants.
He's got a valid point. He got a valid point.
No, but come on, man. They're gonna know for the smart ones. They're gonna be like, all right, you've passed level 1.
They now just did it 5 times in a row. What are you talking about?
Hey.
Nobody. Let me ask you a question. You go out to any of our friends right now. You go out to any bar right now. Go to any school right now. Just start asking people, hey, who you guys got? Steelers, Bengals. How many people do you think are going to say the Bengals? Probably, if you have 10 people, 20 people.
Yeah, 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Okay. That is everybody in America. That's literally how America thinks.
I'm
just saying, if this was not a primetime game, I'd be with you. But I don't know if you guys watched the Packers-Bengals game. It looked like the Packers were struggling.
Yeah. That's the other thing I took into mind, too. It didn't even feel like a win. Old man Joe Flacco out here, throwing jump balls to Jamar Chase under double coverage. Bro still grabbing them. You know what I'm saying? So
he can get the ball out.
X factors there.
Fast.
What do you mean fast?
And these technically the Bengals have more talent. Like
that's what I'm saying. Yes. Bengals they have more, but they've shown, I mean, since Burrow has left, Flacco just can't connect. Like he can't, as efficiently at least. As efficiently.
One game, they kept it close with the Packers, bro. They kept it close with the Packers.
Also, I think the Steelers
watched the game.
Also, I think the Steelers.
Flacco looks.
I don't need to see
Jamar Chase. They got something.
Bro, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the stats, dude.
But they lost. Okay.
They lost, but he wasn't supposed to.
It wasn't his fault. Yeah, this is his first game. He just got there 3 days ago.
Stats. Look at Jamar Chase.
This nigga been in the league for how long? How's it his first game, man? He knows he's a vet.
Bro, he just got to that team. He just got to he got traded to the worst team in the NFL.
Jamar Chase and Chase Brown. That's all you have to. That's Jamar Chase and T Higgins. That's all you have to throw it to.
All
10
right.
receptions.
That's how you got.
That's
Yeah,
all
just throw the
he's
ball
doing.
up.
He sees, hey, I got one dog out there. All I gotta do is just throw the ball up. Let's see what happens.
Okay. We don't have to argue. We
For
don't
an
have to
old
argue
man like
about this.
Flacco, that's all I gotta
We're
do.
just gonna watch the game. We're just gonna watch the game on Thursday.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So Toss,
Let's
are you?
look at the rest of the slates and we'll see if that's like a worthy enough primetime game.
We're just looking.
All right.
No,
I agree.
we're just looking at the
with
prime
Toss.
times, right? Unless you see
Okay.
anything else.
No,
with the
I agree.
little,
I
you know?
agree. So
No, we'll just
all
look
right.
at the
So
prime time.
we got. Let's just go through all of them real quick, and we'll come back. We got Steelers, Bengals, Thursday night, Rams, Jaguars, early morning in London.
Take Rams. I would take the Rams, but hey.
We got a bunch of mid-level games. We got some mid-level games, and then we got Sunday
the
night.
Seahawks.
We got Falcons.
We
got
that
Falcons.
One maybe I'd stay away from.
Sunday night football.
Who started, Mac Jones or Purdy?
Mac Jones.
I'd stay away from that one.
Because you just can't. Buccaneers, Lions. Buccaneers, Lions. A Monday, the early Monday game.
That's a good game.
And then we got the late Monday game, Texans, Seahawks. So we got 5 games.
Man, these are all weird, bro. Here's how I see it. Seahawks, Texans. You think Seahawks win? Maybe that's the upset. Buccaneers, Lions.
How are the Seahawks an upset?
No, Texans beating the Seahawks would be an upset.
Oh,
so Buccaneers, Lions. You kind of wait on this the numbers, see who's up.
Yeah.
But that's how I'd see Monday.
Let's see where Vegas is at, and then we can kind of maybe make our decisions here. So Vegas is clearly picking the Bengals to cover, or at least it's in Vegas' best interest for the Bengals to win because all the money is on the Steelers. So that's just facts. And then also, can they cover? Yeah, I mean, maybe picking the Bengals to cover is probably a smart play there, but they're definitely lining up the Steelers to lose that game. Rams, Jaguars in London. This game, we got 45 total points. It's about 22 each.
Numbers.
These games are usually very low-scoring games for some reason.
Yeah.
Now, Rams have a great offense. People are probably going to be all over the Rams on this one. And it looks like most of the money is on the Rams, and the bets are on the Rams. Ooh, no.
I'd stay away, to be honest.
This is a really small spread. So everybody is basically picking the Jaguars to cover, but they're picking the Rams to win. So this one's a little awkward. So we just had Jets Broncos was 13-11, so it's a two-point difference. A 3-point spread. If you're gonna pick the Jaguars to cover that, you're basically gonna pick them to win the game. So this is a tough one for me. I may have to come back to this one, but I feel like the Rams should win this game. But
he's a Rams fan, guys. So I say just stay away. Stay away unless you know for sure.
Nah, you gotta bet on your favorite team, man. It's like everybody got to do it, you know. I mean, how are you gonna enjoy watching the game? You know.
Look at this though. Out of all these numbers here, 62%, 68%, 50, right? The biggest number that you see is 84%. So this basically means most of the money that's being bet is for the Jaguars to cover. If the Rams were to beat them by more than a field goal, technically Vegas is taking out the most of the money or most of their exposure. So Rams winning by touchdown or more, or a little more than a field goal is probably the play. So probably Rams money line is probably the move there. So I'll probably do that, to be honest. Rams money line.
Yeah, hopefully they don't pull another Philly game, you know?
Yeah, that was pretty wild. What was the other games that we had?
Chiefs, Broncos. Yeah, everything looks pretty straightforward, to be honest.
Or let me know if you want me to stop. Let me know if you want me to look at a certain game, but I was trying to see if I can get the.
Look at the Lions Bucks game.
Yeah, Lions, but the Monday night games.
These two games mainly. I don't know if I even want to touch that.
No, not the Falcons. Texans, Seahawks, and then Bucks, Lions. But yeah.
All right, so we got Bucks Lions. This is the early Monday game.
Dang.
So this one, So Lions are 2-1 favorite.
I might take the Bucks, to be honest.
I'm taking
Lions
the
just
by
came
a
off.
4.5
Lions just came off
spread.
the L. They might make a comeback. Buccaneers look good right now,
Bro,
though.
this is a weird. We may have to wait and see how the money moves here. This is kind of confusing a little bit.
If it's
basically
game, I don't know. If it's a close game, they're gonna try to make a narrative. Oh, Baker with another game-winning drive solidified his status as MVP favorite type shit. You know.
No, I'm just saying, like there's a lot of money on the line to cover a 4-point spread, but there's also there's more money on the Bucks to win on the money line. Like this data doesn't correlate. It doesn't make sense. So we may have to revisit this game and just kind of we may have to revisit this and just see, because what's going to happen is you start to watch SportsCenter, start to watch where Stephen A, Dan Orlovsky, Mina Kimes, Nick Wright, all these people, they have the narratives and they kind of shift public perception, and then this is going to start to clear up a little bit. But if it's not clear on like, okay, where's the money? Like, it's hard to bet this game and determine who's going to come out on top. Falcons, Niners. It looks like it's a similar thing, but there's a lot of money on the Niners to cover already, which is or the Falcons to cover this game.
Shit, there's a lot of good underdog takes for next week, but it's like, is it the week of the underdog? Is it, they just gave 2 underdog wins tonight, so I don't know, because Falcons.
These teams are too. These teams are too similar.
Yeah.
These teams are way too similar.
So there's money. There's money to be made next week. Just you got to make the right picks. That's it, man.
We'll have to come back for some of these games. Was there a second Monday night game that I'm forgetting?
Yeah, it's Texans Seahawks. Next page.
Why is that not here? This is page 2 though. I wonder why that one's not on here. That's weird. But yeah, it looks like a lot of these games anyway are just not fully baked in yet. Like we may have to just wait for more data to come in. It's interesting to see how it's trending, but I guess it's interesting to see where the line is starting at, so you can kind of tell who's favored. Now the chances that Atlanta wins 2 primetime games is probably low, but Atlanta is the better team here. Like they have their real quarterback, they have a better defense, better run game. They actually have non-injured stars, and Atlanta's going to be on the road. Yeah, I mean Atlanta should win that game. The Lions and Baker Mayfield, I feel like that can go either way depending on where the money's at. So we're definitely going to have to wait for that.
The thing there with those games is the teams that, we're saying they could win, they're also on the road. So how often does the home team win, those close games? I don't know. Have to see.
I almost feel like I would normally think that the Lions would have a bounce back game here. But this line is weird. Like we need to wait for more data to come
tonight. Because tonight, didn't they play in Chicago?
Yeah. No, they played in Washington. Damn.
You're right.
Hey, that Cowboy game. This Cowboy game right now. This is definitely setting up for a rug pull for sure. I don't know how the Cowboys have 90% of the money on the money line for. For like a plus money
Cowboys,
man. I ain't touching that shit. Hell no, man.
That's
touching that shit.
Crazy. But hey, I'll say this: if this line doesn't move, a 2.5 spread, this is going to be a game where we should definitely pay attention. I may take this game because Cowboys, for whatever reason, Cowboys almost like they're such a popular team that every game they play it's like a primetime game, basically. So you can almost treat it like a primetime.
It's just bad voodoo on those games, bro. It's just like almost like a for sure donation. You know what I'm saying?
I would actually take the Commanders.
Roger Goodell's yacht.
Nah, you got to take the Commanders.
It's looking accurate. Yeah, it's looking accurate.
You got to take the Commanders in that game for sure. That's going to be one of the games to highlight, though. Like every time you see the Cowboys, just know like, oh, that's like a bonus primetime game. We got Patriots, Titans. Everybody's on the Patriots, of course. I don't think the Titans are good enough to really do anything about it. Titans also fired their coach, so.
Oh, yeah. You got to take that under consideration because that's like there's There's a culture
Man,
shift.
man, this ain't the
narrative on there.
NBA. This ain't the NBA,
Culture
man.
shift
It takes a
narrative on
while.
there, man.
It takes a
Culture shift
while.
There's so much money on the Patriots though that I wouldn't be surprised
Think
if
about the
Titans at
Titans
least
story,
cover.
man. You know, they already got a soundbite
Sure.
from their quarterback. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. We
Sure.
ass right now, you know. And then look, you get a new coach come in, give them direction. Oh well, the Titans look promising now with their great victory over the Patriots, who they
Still
were
need
like.
talent.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Who's the only wide receiver they got? Well, Calvin Ridley. That's
what I'm
about
saying.
it.
I don't know anybody on their team. Like these niggas need talent. At some point, like I need to get a nigga who actually can ball. Like
I don't know, man. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But if you do
Who
bet
we
on the
got?
upset on man, that's a good payout.
damn, Eagles Vikings. Everybody's still riding the Eagles. That's gonna be an interesting game.
This is gonna be
if the money
the
stays like that.
when they prove themselves, I guess.
If the
Hey,
Eagles
Carson
lose
Wentz
this
revenge game.
game, bro. If the Eagles actually lose this game, look at the spread, like 2.5. Like, if you take the Vikings to cover, you're basically picking them to win.
Because again, it's now a buildup. It's not like one of those snowball games. It's like, all right, they've already lost 2 in a row. They're not going to lose 3. It's that kind of. So people are making.
But they
that
could
type of-
though.
They could, yeah.
though, because like Toss has been
that's,
saying
you
all
know.
day, like the Eagles' culture right now, not good. AJ Brown, they asked him in the locker room, like, "Yo, man, I heard you guys had a players only meeting with you, Jalen, Saquon. Like, how'd that go?" He's like, "I don't recall that." He's like, "No, we just talked to them. They said you guys had a meeting." I don't recall that. It's like, but they said like we should go talk to them. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Well, it's just we don't know. Sirianni on a hot seat. You're talking about Justin Jefferson. You're talking about Jordan Addison. You're talking about, like the Vikings got players. Their coach is actually legit. Like the Vikings actually, they match up pretty well. Like they're not going to get smoked even if they lose. So if the Eagles don't find a way to get their offense together and they look how they looked against the Giants and all the money is on the Eagles, you can easily see them dropping this game as well. And they should have lost to the Rams too. There's so many games they should have lost already. So it's not like the Eagles are some world beater team right now.
Nope.
Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs have an 11-point spread, so they're definitely not going to lose the game. It's just, are the Raiders going to cover or not? And then Panthers, Jets, the toilet bowl game. I'd probably go Panthers or man. Everybody's going Panthers, so watch the Jets win this game.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
All the money's on the Panthers. The Jets are at home.
There's like nothing promising about the Jets, though. That's the other thing too, though.
Their defense did stop the Broncos from scoring points. So.
Yeah, but Justin Fields also got sacked 9 times.
Just watch this dude turn into Michael Vick.
You got to score points to win, remember?
I agree, but watch him turn into Michael Vick. It's because it's not like the Panthers are not a bad team, but like they're the Panthers. So it's a winnable game for the Jets, I'll say. Dolphins, Browns. For whatever reason, people are leaning Browns. Apparently, the vibes in Miami are really bad. Tua kind of threw the whole team under the bus, or maybe the coach under the bus, by saying he's not holding certain people accountable to show up for the meetings and whatnot. So maybe Dylan Gabriel comes in here. And Dolphins really don't play well on the road for whatever reason. So Dylan Gabriel may get his first win, apparently. So that'll be interesting.
Be funny if they threw in Shador halfway through the game. Now everybody's bets is messed up. That's a Vegas call move too. That'd be funny.
I feel like we're kind of breaking up a little bit. You still there, CJ?
Yeah, I'm good.
Internet a little slow right now, but all right. So we got Saints, Bears. Obviously, everyone's going to be on the Bears right now when that game comes around. We got Giants, Broncos. surprised there's so much money on the Giants right now. So that game, we need to wait. Then you got Colts Chargers. The game's going to be probably a little bit more even, but everyone's going to lean Chargers or Colts. So there may be a chance.
Weird week.
There may be a chance to get some money on the Chargers there because everyone's going to pick the Colts. And the Colts are definitely beatable. It's just they're a good team. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, we got some we may need to wait for some of this.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have to do another episode to figure out where to go once more data comes in. But we got an interesting week of games, nice little slate to look forward to. Shout out, this past current week, NFL has been NFLing. They've been writing up some great scripts lately. And we've been able to cash in, so can't complain. Roger Goodell, all the sponsors, DraftKings, FanDuel, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, Bet USA, Stake, everybody, man. Y'all been doing your thing. Appreciate it. And we'll let you guys go, man. We'll have to come back for another game, hopefully, where we can kind of like really break down what the data's looking like, hopefully before Thursday. But it's been a good week, man. It's been a good week. So hopefully y'all stay safe, stay blessed. You know what I mean? And we'll see you guys next time. All right. Gonna end it right there. But yeah, man, it's been interesting. We'll have to circle back on the games when more data comes in. Nothing's making sense right now.
For sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.